You don't get to tell me what to do anymore.
You don't get to tell me what to do. Ever again.
Hello friends and welcome back to ReddX, your source for the freshest daily cringe content anywhere on the internet. Promise swearsies it's just a fact and it's totally science. Go ahead and look it up. Today we're diving into r/TalesofNeckbeards or Neckbeard stories, or actually it's from my personal subreddit r/ReddX reads. We just hit 750 members on my personal subreddit, and I don't know why I preface it by calling it my personal subreddit every time I refer to it, but it just makes me feel like a big man. Speaking of big man, we're hitting the STRATBEARD saga today. The post-breakup drama after he dumped Apple. I guess that's how it went. Apple took him out to Applebee's. And then STRATBEARD ended up dumping her, which honestly is for the best. Like, nothing good is gonna come out of staying in a relationship with this dude. And Apple was just so dedicated for a reason that I can't fully discern. There's something to be said for loyalty, but come on, man. Be loyal to somebody who deserves it. You know what I'm saying? I hope he regrets everything. I hope his life is terrible in this post, but there's only one way to really find out. So let's get some plugs and disclaimers out of the way, and then we will dive right into some Neckbeard cringe. STRATBEARD's post-breakup hell. Yes. Give me the suffering. I drink it in. Welcome back, fellow cringe connoisseurs. It is your host, Blue, back with another part to the STRATBEARD saga. This one will detail the aftermath of the breakup between Apple and STRATBEARD, and it is also where his horribleness is finally in full view. Oh no, it gets worse? I thought it was horrible basically this whole time, so to know it gets worse, oh god, buckle in, I guess. Also, here's some peeps. That's the cast list. Me, OP, that's Blue, the anime and Godzilla-obsessed white girl. Apple, recently got broken up with, but has a new sense of freedom. Ah yes, Strat, the self-obsessed narc, musty and horny. And Coder, mine and Apple's best friend. A bit on the heavy side, but a super well-meaning friend who's a little dumb. Bro, we can pull some punches when it comes to friends or people we like. You don't just like introduce him and be like, yeah, he's fat and kind of dumb. That's not how we talk about our friends. Jesus. But I appreciate you giving it to me straight. I would try to do the same for you. Anyways, let's get into it. After Apple and I had our sleepover at my house, she found herself practically living at my place for a week straight, only leaving to go to work, and honestly, we were having a blast. Yeah, girls time! We'd fall asleep on my tiny twin bed watching anime or some Let's Players stream, but eventually, Strat had had enough of that, and complained that she was over there for so long that it didn't feel like she lived at Strat's house. Because she did still technically live at his place, she agreed and reluctantly went back home for a few days there. Oh god, trying to tell me when I can come and go? We broke up, bitch! You don't get to tell me what to do anymore! But Apple complies. She tells me that it was really uncomfortable having to sit down with Strat's parents and tell them that they had broken up. Seeing the concerned look on their faces, she got worried, but they agreed to keep letting her stay there, as it would be worse to have her going back to her mother's. They knew that her mother would probably have her chained up in the house, metaphorically speaking, kinda, after breaking up with Strat. And after a couple of days, we agreed to have another sleepover. Then somehow she ended up staying over for a month and some change. Hell yeah. It kind of sucks to be nomadic and stuff, but at least you get to hang out with a friend. But yeah, it's not like I minded that. she desperately needed some time away from STRATBEARD. He would continuously touch himself around her, in front of her, and ask to cuddle her. What? How about no? As if he hadn't just broken up with her. Like, this is something so normal to ask of your ex. Even when she had allowed a small, friendly cuddle. That does not exist with neckbeards. He would grind up against her. His behavior was uncalled for. So understandably, she decided to take a long break away from him to chill with me and my family. At least she doesn't have to worry about being pressured into cuddling or getting assaulted during said cuddling, indecent exposure while you're just trying to hang out and shit. Ugh, it's such a horrible situation, dude. And because my family was a lot more relaxed than STRATBEARD's, or moreover than that, Apple's own family, she felt comfortable. Having a positive body culture, drinking every weekend, and then playing Wii bowling while drunk, and almost all of us having tattoos of various sizes, we did make for a pretty excitable group, who were quick to have her feel at home. And being the product of that meant that we were also encouraged to explore our passions, as we had near full freedom to do so. My brothers are both really good DJs, and me being a semi-talented sketch artist, following after my mom and grandmother's artistic talents, it was all a really drastic change, from living in a house with Bible quotes framed on the walls, to now rock vinyls and family-made art projects hung up around the house. A very proud display of individuality. Which one is better? Which one is worse? Neither. They're on an equal playing field. It seems like they've both found happiness in Bible quotes and rock albums, respectively, so whatever makes you happy as far as I'm concerned. But if Apple is happier with the rock vinyls, then yeah, I won't say boo to that. I'd probably be happier that way too myself. I was actually worried to fully be myself around her, even with her being in my own home, because of what she grew up with, and from what STRATBEARD had told me about her. I later came to find out that he told me a bunch of lies, like, she hated that I smoke weed and drank alcohol, as a way to try and manipulate me into not doing stuff that he didn't like. Well, I guess I probably should have seen that one coming. She insisted that she felt comfortable being in such an open and accepting environment, and even dabbled a little in our activities. I could see her being able to embrace herself and her wants, and she even got her hair cut super short, a thing Strat would have never let her do because he thought it would make her look like a lesbian. And more importantly to him, because he hated any kind of modifications to someone's appearance, even temporary ones. And when she showed it off to STRATBEARD's family, they were kinda put off, but they complimented her anyways. Christ, dude, I never realized that STRATBEARD was so straight-laced. I guess I haven't thought about it very much. I just assumed that because he was like a sexually deviant neckbeard that he'd be into anything, whatever, go ahead. But now all this is coming out, he's like, don't smoke weed or drink alcohol. It's like, bro, my mind is kind of blown right now. I'm not sure how to take this. Soon enough, my birthday came around, and we decided to go with Coder to Little Tokyo in LA, sweet, and go check out their anime, cosplay, and figurine stores, and try to blow copious amounts of money on some dumb shit. Like Godzilla, Miku, Evangelion, and Kill la Kill merch. So we picked up Coder, and headed on our way to that little corner of LA that held the most unique shops and merchandise curated for any weeb or modern teen to gawk at, or even buy if you're looking to spend copious amounts of money. During the drive, we caught Coder up on everything that had happened, along with details about Apple's breakup, and then her staying at my house for an extended period as she coped with that, and he was happy to see that she was doing well, and really just happy to be hanging out with us overall. Our college closed after COVID hit the area, leaving us to only be able to chat through Discord. He and I had been playing Monster Hunter World online together for a bit, and we were telling Apple about all the crazy shit that we were doing in that game. That is some fine taste. Excellent. I love Monster Hunter. Is it too late to get in on Monster Hunter Rise? Because I kind of want to get on Monster Hunter Rise. Anyways, we got to LA. We settled down in a parking garage and ate some cake after singing Happy Birthday. Oh, I love happy birthday times. But of course, the neckbeard is always lurking, just waiting to crash it all. And this is when I got a text from Strat asking where we were, because neither of us apparently texted him for like 2 hours. And I explained that we were at Little Tokyo. Bro, he's still all up in your shit? At this point, I wouldn't have texted him for like 2 weeks, 2 months. It's over, done, finito. Give it up, bro. But of course, he jumps straight to the whining that he does so well. Why didn't you tell me? Because it didn't seem important. I only wanted Apple and Coder to come. That hurts my feelings. I've wanted to go there for a while now with Apple. Sorry. Not even sorry, just K. K. I put my phone away, and we go on to enjoy the rest of our day, spending a collective $1,000, Jesus, on anime merch and food before having to head back home with our spoils in tow. And then Strat texts me again. You guys have been out so late. Is Apple coming home tonight? What a pathetic weirdo. I love it. No, she wanted to stay a bit longer. We might drop by so I can give you one of your belated birthday presents, a play-by-play picture book of the Godzilla movie where Mechagodzilla is first introduced. It cost about $25. And we also need to get her some clothes. That seems pretty unfair. She's been hanging out with you all month. She even missed my birthday. Fuck your birthday, son. I think I've called him bitch made like at least 5 or 6 times in this saga. But here, it shows more than any other time. How old are you, bro? I haven't gotten a birthday present in like a decade and a half. And you know how much I give a shit? I don't. I'm a big boy. I'll be fine without a cake. But actually, Apple didn't even miss the birthday. NOP corrects him. No, she didn't. She went back home to eat dinner with you guys. But as we've explained to you, she needs this time to be separated from you. I don't know. It just seems super unfriendly. I understand wanting to like break up and still be friends, but dude, this is a bridge too far, isn't it? What the hell? I tell Apple what he said, word for word, and she gives me this annoyed look, telling me everything that I need to know. I just nod and then turn my phone off. She doesn't like how he's still trying to take control of her time out, but she also doesn't want to cause problems with the people who were housing her. We leave with the only intentions of dropping a present off and getting her clothes like previously planned. As we dropped Coder off, we went to STRATBEARD's house to do our errands. I gave him the book and barely got a thank you for it before he then just buried it in the trash and food on his desk. Into the nest it goes. Apple gathered her clothes and we hurried up and got the fuck out, although not without speaking lighthearted pleasantries to his parents for a bit. Seriously, how did these incredibly kind people bear that? Weeks pass, and Apple returns home at the request of Strat's mom because they truly did miss her. But not even a day into this, I receive a text from Strat again, while on Discord with Apple and friends playing Worms Reloaded. Again, sweet pick. I joined them at first, but then I just opted to watch the rest of the group hash it out. Strat, wanna see something secret? Oh god. OP, what do you mean? Strat, it's pretty scandalous. Oh god, no. Strat, just tell me if you're gonna tell me. And I'm sure we can all guess what it is. I received a picture, a silhouette of his little micro dick against the light of the screen where Apple's playing the game on. Apple's back to him, blissfully unaware as she plays. He was jerking off right behind her, without her consent or knowledge. She had brought it up to him before not to touch himself around her. Dude, what the fuck? What? Do not do that! That is so fucking creepy.
Ugh, you sound just like Apple when I got off in the bed before she got home.
Dude, yeah, because that's her room. Her bed.
No, it's my room.
Which you gave up to her last fucking December.
Whatever. I'm sorry I brought this up to you.
What kind of a response did he expect, honestly? I'm creeping on this chick. I'm inches away from sexual assault. Hooray. Goody gumdrops for you. What? What planet is he from? Thank God he dropped the conversation. I don't think I could stick that out for a second longer. Apple and I decided to go to the local Spirit Halloween a couple of days later. Hey! And in the parking lot, I bring up the picture of STRATBEARD that I had saved along with the convo. I didn't want to bring it up when it was happening because she was finally able to just enjoy time talking with our friends online after avoiding this house for so long. And I didn't want to ruin that moment. But also, I was just floored by my level of disgust at this situation. My brain was barely able to catch up with the conversation that was happening on Discord. So I asked Apple, "Did you know about this?" while showing her the picture, to which she gave me a startled and very angry face. "What? No!" She was shaking at this point, and I put the picture away. "You need to bring this up to him. We know he doesn't really care about what I think." We agreed that she would speak to STRATBEARD later that day, and then headed off into the store to browse. Although probably nothing at the Spirit Halloween is going to be creepier than the picture you just showed her in the parking lot. Oh, God. We went back to the house, and Apple told Strat excitedly where we ran off to. He pouts.
He wanted to take her to Spirit so she could help him pick out pieces for his Jason costume.
He had even
planned it out for Tiny and Best Bro's Halloween party.
And Apple forgot. She said her sorries, but then she asked me to leave the room so she could talk to STRATBEARD about the situation. He agreed to stop touching himself at all in her space and in her proximity, or risk her not even being friends with him anymore, which probably that's the direction I would have gone from the beginning. And surprisingly, he did keep up that promise. Good, that's improvement. But sadly, he ended up taking it out on her by whining
about how horny he was
and how much he missed
her blowing him all the time.
God. We never fell for it. It constantly shut him down, but God, there is only so much of that a person can take. And if it didn't seem like the problems kept coming up one after the other, Apple was given a deadline. Strat's mom said that she had until Thanksgiving to leave the house and find somewhere else to live. Well, damn. You're not banging our son anymore, so you have to go. I kind of get it. I mean, if she's not paying rent and shit, but it seems kind of cold-blooded. They weren't quite as harsh as all that. Apparently, they were actually really nice about asking her to vacate, though I wasn't there, and there's really no other way to say, "We need you gone before Thanksgiving," without also sounding kinda harsh. We fully believe Strat was behind that, but because of it, we decided to start looking for places to move to. Coder was in for the move too. We wanted Coder to leave his abusive home, and I wanted to finally have a sense of independence from my family and take a step towards being a responsible adult. Hey, roommate time! You'll come out of the situation either much better friends or, bitter enemies. at least in my roommate experience, is complicated. And to Strat's dismay, Apple spent a lot more time with me because of it. Haha. She'd basically moved out of his house and into my place anyways, and with permission from my mom, she could stay up until December rolled around. The only condition was that we needed to be constantly applying for apartments in order to keep her off her. My mom would not let freeloaders take advantage of her hospitality. I like your mom, tough but fair. It's about what I'd do too. We eventually found a nice place out in the high desert for a decent price. Hey, my grandma lives out there. A 2-bed, 2-bath, and we were quickly accepted. They told us that we could move in a couple weeks or so, around November 1st. We just had to give the landlord our deposit before then. Best part was, it was a whole hour away from STRATBEARD, and with the gracious help from Apple's mom, we were able to give our landlord the deposit in just a few days' time, which we were so thankful for. This finally meant an end to STRATBEARD's torment, and a new beginning for all of us. That concludes this episode of STRATBEARD. The last part is upon us. STRATBEARD Epilogue, coming soon to a channel near you, but mostly ReddX. I really don't understand what the fucking game plan was for STRATBEARD here. Like, break up with this girl, continue trying to control her life. Like, she was in it 100%, and you just decided to toss her out because I don't know why. There's no reason, really. She's not banging him enough or some shit like that. Ugh. And even once she's out, they pull me back in. You know what I mean? Just ridiculous. I've had a few long-term relationships, and we ended things on pretty good terms. We're like, yeah, let's stay friends, but what does that actually mean? It means we still follow each other on Twitter. That's basically it. We never fucking talk, ever. Occasionally, one of my exes will get popped up into the suggested friend feed in Facebook for my wife, and she always points that out. We have a laugh. But yeah, I think once the relationship is over, it's over. We're not gonna try and maintain, like, any level of contact, especially when he's been such a disgusting fucking pig the entire time. Definitely not worth keeping around, and luckily, yeah, an hour, that's enough distance, probably. Dude does have a car and whatnot, but his level of motivation is so low, and hopefully he has no idea where you actually went and started living, so good for you. I hope STRATBEARD dies alone. I hope that's what the epilogue post is. It just says he died. End of post. Well, a bit anticlimactic, but I can't say I'm upset about it. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, friends. If you did, I hope that you like, comment, and or subscribe. Super appreciated. Maybe check out them links in the description. All kinds of plugs and playlists and social medias. Twitter, Discord, Facebook. Hey, come on through. Say hey. I've also got my gorgeous, wonderful, beautiful, generous patrons, and I'd like to thank them like I do every episode. So thank you very much. Calvicus, Fatboy Shrimp, Robert Waits, TSM Kirby, Aaron W., Twisted Child, Delicious Jelly Donut, Candy Sora, Fire Drake, Liverson, Mr. Anime Manga Fan, Silent Revolver, Zero MMX, Magdalene Marshall Thornrose, Cherished Kitsune, Little Lone Wolf, Vanilla Mel, Ralph Stour, Satori, Babsy-kun, Caustic Fox, Disposable Waifu, Aaron Lennox, Fisher Diggy, Hadrian BR, Heathcliff, OG James Cook, A Pimp Named J. Crisp, JM Coon, Jerry, John Hero, Miss Monday, Lord Lion-O, Jackets Rule, Melgar the Destroyer, Mirthful Baker, Mr. J, my boy Nat One Nick, Lady Nix, Origami Steve, Katykins and Elizabeth, Sidestep, Cider Drinker, Serrated Ash, Siegfried, Synaptic Boomstick, Brilliant Tamago, Tato Ferret, Teddy the Police, 10-Ton Monster, That Duck and Bug, The One True Fusky, Treeberg, Wilmags, Redwind, Goose's Honk, Leon Embers, Naga Viper, Saints Blessing, John Indoors, A Normal Joe, Amara, A Roxers, Cake Jerry, that's a different Jerry. California Keto Girl, Cinnamon Bunny Dog, KJW, Kajow, Crafty Kitty Cat, Little Ann Woods, Mark 211, maybe next time, Milk-Fed Gimp, Miss Duchess, Organic Cam, Princess Rosalie, Ghosty, Raptor Art, Ellie, The Last Shinobi, and the Necrobomicon. God, that list is getting long. It's gonna take up like 10 to 20 minutes of my video in the not too far future. But I think that's fucking awesome. What am I gonna do? Thank you guys once a month? Hell nah. We gotta go balls to the wall, son. So thank you guys so much for supporting. I hope some other people will consider joining up on the Patreon, but if you can't do it right now, don't sweat it too hard, friends. I just appreciate you coming on through, hanging out with me, and I hope that you'll come on back and hang out with me again tomorrow. In order to do so, you'll need to keep yourself safe out there, wash your hands, but also take some time out and do something that you personally enjoy today. Maybe like watching some more ReddX videos? I hope. Always remember, friends, that you are loved, you are worthy, and you definitely deserve it. I shall see you in the next one, and until then, bye-bye.